Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner, and this is a little, I'm saying, quick conversation this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, this may be up in the morning. It may be up in the afternoon. I don't know. What I do know is, honey, who gave Marlo the audacity? Okay, the unmitigated gall. I mean, was that what she was born with? Was Marlo? You know what I'm saying? Look. God said, "Let me pour all the audacity. Let me pour all this. Girl, I know you in line. I don't know why Marlo be so miserable that she say stuff about people, and when Kandi come around here and go off on Marlo, I'm here for everything. If Kandi want to go around here and trip Marlo into a bucket of pillows, okay, that got some apple cider vinegar and some salt and some flour that makes some real weird paste, I'm here for it, okay? Because how dare you? Not selling Marlo coming for somebody's parenting, okay? Not girl, look. I don't know what be wrong with Marlo, but Marlo around here being food and delish all up and through, okay? But anyway, first things first, I hope all y'all one thing, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, okay? It may be 2:47 in the morning right now, but y'all gonna get this sometime Wednesday morning or afternoon. So please make sure to do a couple things, okay? Please make sure to do what? Subscribe to my channel. To become a whole JayBird, and okay? Do not forget to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, on Twitter, okay? Do not, on TikTok too. Do not forget to also please like the video, share the video, and comment in the comment section, okay? So as I was saying, Marlo around here coming for Kandi's motherhood. I was like, how? You've been babysitting for 4 years and you want to come after somebody who has 3 children? Look, I don't know what your real issue with Kandi is. You need to get over it. You need to get over it, okay? Now, she was round here on a podcast, okay? And I'm like, first of all, who interviewing Marlo? Why? What for? Who did it? What for? And why? Why is it going on? Okay. Now she was interviewing with Heather McDonald. Okay. Now I should have firstly, I should have um got Heather McDonald's picture, but I was bored. I didn't think about it until just now when I said, y'all need to know who the lady is who was around here making Marlo feel like it was okay to come for somebody's motherhood. Okay. Now, I don't know if Heather McDonald has children. That part, I'm not sure. I'm not. What I do know is this is Heather. Now I remember her because she was always on Chelsea lately. Okay, you know Chelsea Handler. That's how I know that lady. However, I look. I don't like when people come around here and it was girl. I'm just upset. I'm mad. I'm mad at Heather right now because of how she was kind of just agreeing with Marlo. I said, what, what? Anyway, this ain't even about the white lady who caused the drama because it was this white lady who was asking the questions that caused Marlo to say some foolish things out her throat. So who we gonna blame? This white lady right here. Yep. And Marlo. Okay. Anyway, Marlo gets on my nerves fully. Okay. Now we know Marlo and Kandi has had, a plethora of arguments and disagreements, mainly ever since Marlo got her little peach. Marlo got a peach and lost her mind. Marlo got a peach and thought she was better than. Marlo got a peach and she's just been delusional and included in foolishness a whole bunch for no damn reason. Now, I'm sure Kandi not aware yet of what Marlo said. I'm pretty sure she ain't, but we're gonna let her know. We're gonna for sure let her know. Now I want y'all to listen to Marlo old deep voice ragtag, audacity having self. Okay, and her come for Kandi's parenting. Okay, let's listen.
Are you still the caregiver to your nephews?
I am. We just came up on our 4th year anniversary.
Yeah.
So again, I know how I do is I'm talking through it. She's had them boys for 4 years. Okay, she's had them boys for 4 years. I think Kandi youngest child 4.
I mean, that is, very, that is really commendable and really hard. And it is your sister's children.
It is my oldest sister. She has 9, and these are her last 2.
Damn, 9. I know it. Your sister. First of all, your sister had 9 kids. These 2 the youngest. The siblings couldn't get them. She has 7 older kids. Did she raise any of her? Girl, stop.
Wow. And so, like, how did it come about that you were like, you know what, I'm going to step up and be that family member? Because it is really hard. My sister's attorney, she's worked in like with CPS cases and stuff, helping the parents get their child back. Also being an advocate for the parents. It's just such a heartbreaking situation all around. It's a hard place to be. And like, how did you say, I'll be that
I don't
sister?
think anytime it's not easy, like you just said. It's a tough place when you're being taken away from your mom or your family, someone you're used to. But thank God they had me to come to, who definitely is Munty, Marlo, their aunt. My sister is just going through a rough time in her life right now. And I got a phone call and they're like, Auntie, come and get us. And Auntie was to the rescue. But I will be honest with you, Heather. I did not think it was going to be long term. I'm like, oh, let me just go over here and get the boys. She's just going through a tough time right now. They'll be back in a week or 2,
Yeah.
I had just had a bunion surgery. So I was staying at the W Hotel in Buckhead and just hanging out with my friends. I'm like, oh, the boys will come over. It'll be fun. They can eat room service and just hang out with Auntie. And now it's 4 years later. They're still hanging out with me.
And how?
Not hanging out. They live with you. Is the mama still in jail? She been in jail for a long time. If she in prison, just say that.
How old are they now?
Michael is Michael's 15. He'll be 16 in July, and William's 14.
And so when you revealed on the show that you're like, I just had to have a little break, I felt like some of the girls were kind of critical of that.
Yeah.
Which,
now, see, this is when the white lady Heather McDonald made me upset because their issue was not that Marlo needed a break. Did you watch the show? See, that's why I'm like, sometimes if you have not watched the show, you need to shut up. That's also why you can't be having people on your podcast just to have them on your podcast. Okay, their issue was not that Marlo needed a break. Their issue was Marlo saying, I put them out. I kicked them out. And their point was the boys had already went through so much. You kicking them out would make them feel bad. They were telling her the truth. Heather White Lady McDonald. Okay. They also told her, if you need a break, yes, take a break. But you should not kick the boys out. So my question again, did you watch the show or were you out here trying to get folks to listen to your podcast? That's why I ain't going to the name of it. You was around here trying to get folks to listen to your podcast by being messy. White women are messy too sometimes. It ain't just us.
I really thought was unfair because they're not your children. And this is a very generous thing to do.
First of all, her saying they're not your children, they're her nephews. They're her family. And everyone said, yes, it's hard. However, when you make the decision to take someone in, you should not just kick them out because you aggravated. That ain't how parenting works. Okay, so shut up, Heather. Said, they're not your children. She took them in. If she did not want to take them in, you can't kick them out and then feel like no one will have an opinion on the kicked out children.
Because you're not a mom, you haven't been through it, and then you're dealing with middle school kids, and that is a hard age too. They're not babies, but they're also not 20. And so, how did you feel about that when they were like judging you?
Not making excuses for someone kicking kids out who had nowhere else to go. Not making because it was hard. They're in middle school. They're not adults. They're children. Whoever said parenting was easy? Whether the children are your own children, adopted children, foster care children you borrowed from your sister while she was in prison, no matter what, raising children is hard. It does not matter if they're not your own children or what age they are. Okay, hell, people hate their kids who is 50 because sometimes 50-year-old kids is difficult too. My point is, do not make it. To me, it was a different way for her to ask the questions about how Marlo felt about it versus trying to make Marlo feel like, well, they were being hard on you. You're not a mom. You never raised, no one has ever raised kids until they raise kids. Everyone is brand new at it. It don't matter. So, girl,
You know what? I felt the way I worded it is probably me saying I kicked them out.
Yeah.
So that's what I think touched everyone. They got them sticky. But I'm like, you guys know I don't never say shit right.
but you said what you said. See, people can't say stuff and then not want to accept that what they said made folk feel some kind of way. When you say something that make folk feel some kind of way, you can apologize for how you said it, explain what you meant, but don't make it seem like, well, they was overreacting. I didn't, but no, they reacted to what you said. They reacted to what you said.
You
Yeah.
know, I meant to say, I still don't take it back. It's like you just said, it's not easy from
Yeah.
being a single auntie, having fun, just being a great provider, coming over in the summertime. So I feel as a mother, like when I talk to my girlfriends who have birth children, they're like, I need a break sometime.
Yes.
Sometimes I just need a break.
Right.
So I felt that was awful. I felt some of the girls knew exactly what I meant because they're moms. And I know for sure a lot of them are never hardly with their kids. They have full-time nannies. And sometimes they need a break. We all need breaks sometimes. Shit, we need breaks from our husbands.
You ain't got no husband, Marlo. You ain't got no boyfriend. Shut up. Again, Marlo throwing shots at the women, saying some of them ain't never with their kids, got full time nannies. Now we gonna hear her go for Kandi. However, for her to say that about the cast, I'm like, who you mean? Who you mean? Drew, who has kids, Kenya has kids, Sanya has kids. So the fact that you are now mommy shaming women who happen to have help, ain't nobody tell you to not get help. Ain't you rich, bitch? Can't you hire somebody to help you? Okay, put down a Louis bag or two to get a helpmate for the children, like everybody else who look. I would never mommy shame someone who has help. You want to know why? You can't say how hard it is and then mommy shame somebody who gets help because it's fucking hard. Oh, helpful.
For
Yeah.
my jobs, you need a break sometime.
Right.
So I feel it's just the way I phrased it. If I would have phrased it and said, hey, you guys, this is really tough. Well, I never know when it comes to this group of girls. If I would have phrased it right, they probably still would have got after me.
Yeah, I do feel like I remember kind of Kandi saying something like,
Oh, and here goes the B of the S. I remember Kandi said, I'm like, what? Kandi always in these people's mouths.
I've taken in, relatives before, and I would never do that. And again, it's just
Well,
like
Kandi does not.
Yeah.
You never see her with her kids 24/7.
I said, oh, Kandi gonna crack, girl. When Kandi hear this, what you said, that Kandi don't be with her kids, you and Kandi gonna have, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. You and Kandi gonna have it out. I can feel it. I can feel it. And Heather McDonald, the white lady around here, who was going to bring Kandi, was the one who said, that she had also taken in family. And Candy's point was, I can see what you mean. I can see what you're going through because I've also taken in family and it is hard. However, I would never put them out. See, shut up, lady. And Marlo was just down low enough to grab a hold to the lowest hanging fruit of a white woman trying to make issues between black women on a TV show. Marlo was so low and just low down in the ground with her messiness that she would say something as disrespectful as Kandi. Don't, girl, let me keep let's keep listening.
Taken in, relatives before, and I would never do that. And again, it's just
Well,
like
Kandi does
every
not.
yeah.
You never see her with her kids 24/7. She always pays. She has a whole slew of family that helps her. So it's coming from Kandi didn't mean that much to me. Not unless I saw her with her children every day. I mean, she's too busy trying to get another bag. She doesn't have time to spend quality time with her kids.
Right.
Again, Marlo Felon Hampton saying Kandi doesn't have time to spend quality time with her kids because she's chasing money. The disrespect. The fact that Kandi has admitted at one point that she do wish she was able to spend more time at home. However, the bills have to be paid. Can you imagine? Can you? What Marlo was basically saying? Working moms who have to work to make money to make sure their bills are paid, and for Kandi's situation, she's building generational wealth so that her children would never be broke and destitute how Marlo was. That hopefully no one ever has to take in her kids, like Marlo's nephews, and then the person taking them in is around here too broke to afford to pay for help. Because if Marlo would pay for her house to be clean, if Marlo would pay for the clothes to be washed, if Marlo would pay for a chef to cook, she'll pay for everything else, but for someone to help her with teenage boys. First of all, them kids damn near grown. Okay? Them kids don't need you, but they need you to give them some pizza, buy them some clothes, and make sure they don't get nobody pregnant. Kandi's kids, Ace and Blaze, who are toddlers. Riley, who's she's an adult in college. To mommy shame somebody for having the goal of still being a working mother and not having to sit around and only be at home, to even say that Kandi does not spend quality time with her kids is like, Marlo, do you want your ass? I mean, if you want to get beat up, just say that. Because for me, those would be fighting words. Cut the cameras, let's squabble. All up and through. Because how dare you? And I'm not paraphrasing. Let's rewind. She literally said Kandi is too busy to spend quality time with me. Oh, really? Okay.
I would have phrased it right. They probably still would have got after me.
Yeah, I do feel like I remember kind of Kandi saying something like, I've taken in, relatives before, and I would never do that. And again, it's just
Well,
like
Kandi does
every
not.
yeah.
You never see her with her kids 24/7. She always pays. She has a whole slew of family that helps her. So it's coming from Kandi didn't mean that much to me. Not unless
Again, coming from Kandi don't matter. So Kandi's motherhood don't matter to you because she has help, because her family loves her, because her family did not abandon her. You're really because she has a mama and cousins and Todd and a husband and daughters, and she can afford help. You gonna mommy shame? Okay, and we're not gonna act like Kandi is the only parent. And I'm not saying mother, parent, meaning father or mother. Kandi is not the only parent in the world who has help, but to insinuate and to say out your mouth that Kandi does not spend quality time with her children, bitch, I will fight you on sight.
I saw her with her children every day. I mean, she's too busy trying to get another bag. She doesn't have time to spend quality time with her kids.
Right.
So
it was the right for me from Heather McDonald saying right. Oh, so Heather, do you know Kandi? So my aggravation ain't only with Marlo, it's also with Heather McDonald, who it was the right. Yeah, she is too busy. Bitch, how you know?
that really didn't bother me by her saying that. I'm like, girl, you are a provider, okay? Please don't come telling me about the quality time because I'm always with Michael and William. Like we are connected.
Yeah, I do think that's a hard, yeah, you have to be real careful about when judging
Yeah,
other
you can't.
moms
Yeah,
and
it's
then on
like, don't do
TV and
that.
like,
But y'all sitting here judging. You gonna stay out your white ass mouth. We have to be careful judging other moms as y'all sit here and judge Kandi, who wasn't judging Marlo, who just told Marlo, do not give up on them boys.
yeah, and you're all doing the same thing. You're
Yeah,
all on this show together. You're all, in the spotlight and trying to
exactly.
balance it all.
I just need y'all to know we don't like that white lady. We don't like Marlo. I don't like anyone who comes for people's parenting, because who gave you the reason to be the person to say, hey, Kenny's a bad mom because she doesn't spend time with her kids? Marlo, grow some balls. Okay? Successfully do something with them boys besides use them for a storyline. And then maybe we'll look at you as a parent. Because you keep on saying, well, yeah, the boys are still here. They haven't went, girl, bye. Have you fully accepted yourself as their parent? Have you, or are you just waiting for them to turn 18? Are you just happily using them on your taxes? Mm-hmm. Using them as write-offs? Mm-hmm. Use them as alibis that we run here boosting stuff, allegedly, that you don't get caught? Mm-hmm. You round here being mad in the sea. Now, it was a longer interview. I'll go over that tonight on my live at 9 p.m. Okay? She spoke on other things, but I'm going to read her for filth regardless. Marlo coming for Kandi is a low blow. But you know what? Marlo always go low. Lowest balls. Marlo, lowest balls, Hampton. Anyway, I will see y'all tonight for a gossip chat at 9 p.m. on the corner. Come on through. Do not forget to do what? To subscribe to my channel, to like the video, to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also Twitter and TikTok. And yeah, please hit share. I gotta go. Bye.